Of course, you know I'm on the DFL set, and we're talking about keeping up appearances. And so, you know, sometimes these things happen. Can you remember, DFL fans? Can you remember one day I was actually on set, and I was like really happy. I was wearing this orange top, and I was really happy. And somebody called me in the break, and they said, "Delia, your arm is in the wrong hole in your dress." And I was, oh. And I was trying to fix it up, but nobody else saw that, you know. But you know, these things do happen, you know. So that's another thing about keeping up your appearances. If in doubt, you know, go to the ladies and try and check yourself. But remember, before the break, I said to you, how can you achieve a better look in literally 10 seconds? We're going to show you in a second. But first, we're going to tell you who the winners are for the Sea Island Cotton Shop giveaway tonight. They were fast and furious. It came really, really quickly. And as I said, Kashal has very kindly said she's going to give away another thing. All right. So I'm going to hand over to you, Kashal, to give us the winners.
Yes, so congratulations to Kima and Merle. Thank you to everybody who submitted the answers in, but I guess Kima and Merle were the quickest ones, so good going, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll contact you later on. But as Delia said, we have something else to give away. When I said, do you realize there's like something different about Delia?
Apart from me fixing
it
up.
could be. So the first person to text in and tell us what's different about Delia's look, then you also win a shopping voucher from Sea Island Cotton Shop.
Wow. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's see who's going to be.
I wonder what it could be.
All right. Now, I did say that we're going to tell you how you can achieve a better look in literally 10 seconds. Now, we're going to show you something when it comes up. That is, well, it will take me about a second to show you. So when it comes on the screen, you will see how you can make that change. So there we go. Now, this is the same person. Now, what makes a difference, of course, ladies, is the bra. She has been wearing the wrong bra. And so with wearing the wrong bra, her breast has sagging. And you can see where the dress is. It's actually cut, and it's actually along the tie. The knot is actually along her bust. And if you can see it clearly, underneath the bust is actually, you can see it. And with the right bra, it pulls it all up, and she looks much better. And even her waist looks smaller.
Even the dress looks like a smaller size. But it is the same dress.
It is the same, yeah, it's the same dress. So, ladies, is your key. If you want to look smaller in seconds, you can just wear the right bra. All right? There you go. Don't say that we haven't taught you anything on the Law Factor Live. Now, we speak about the women, but what about the men? What is it about the men that they don't always get right? For me, it's when a man has a large stomach and he tucks in his shirt super tight. Super tight. Men don't do that. I know that you're very professional men, and sometimes it's appropriate to tuck your shirt into your pants. Yes, that's great. But just a little tip. Don't tuck it in too tightly. Give it some space so that you can move around. Because when you think about it, if it's too tight, it's going to show the curves.
It just pronounces.
That's right.
The bump.
The curve. Yes. And wear nice quality material like cotton, you know, because those kind of materials, apart from being nice and, you know, they look well and they're cooling, so you won't have the, you know, the armpits, the sweat on all those kind of things like that. You know, and lycra as well. If you are, you know, men, if you are wearing your t-shirts, make sure they're nice and cotton, not lycra or any, you know, some polyesters as well. They will cling onto you, and so it's, you know, you don't want, you know, the gut showing, you know, you want something that's flowing. That's a nice little, that's a nice, I think put that on Facebook. You don't want the guts showing, you want them flowing. So that's one of the things that I would like, you know, to see men. And also when you're wearing your jackets, men, don't button them if they're too small for you. Just unbutton it, just let it, just keep it nice. And women do that as well. Don't button it. What else, what tips, what other things would you say for men?
For men, make sure that your belt matches your shoes, because especially if let's say, because we in the Caribbean, we usually do business casual. We don't really do the jackets and whatnot because of our climate, and a lot of men don't get that yet, especially if because a lot of guys like fitted shirts now, and so they put the fitted shirts inside of the pants. And then if, let's say, you have the wrong coordination with your belt and your shoes, we're like, okay, a black belt and brown shoes. And they'd be like, So I think men need to understand that there's supposed to be some sort of coordination. The same way for women, our bags and our bag and shoes has to have some sort of something in common. So it's the same way. I think one tip for the guys: make sure your belt and your shoes match.
Okay, and at this point, I'm going to open the telephone lines. If anyone would like to call and tell us what they think that we are doing wrong, men, women, children, in terms of our dress sense, the things that we wear, the styles that we use to go to work. I'm concerned about children as well. Some of the things we let our children, especially little girls, what we allow them to wear, you know, and all these tall shoes I see the children wearing. I think that they're for fancy dress, or maybe a special occasion where, you know, your parents are going to be around. But I've seen some children going out with some shoes, and they're just going to, you know, a children's birthday party, and I'm thinking, oh no, why? You know, so you know the number to call. So we're going to go for a break, and when we come back, we're going to actually make sure that we have some time for you to answer your questions. But before we go to the break, I want you to look at another way of keeping up appearances. And to do that, I'm going to ask Suzette Merrill, our sponsor from Infinity Collar Shop, to help us with that. Two, one.
Hello everyone, welcome again to Infinity Collar Shop. We're here to demonstrate for you one of our products, which is primarily for hardwoods. It's a biodegradable product that is used to restore a piece of wood, or which is your railings, your deckings, the exterior of your house, from a stained surface to a clean surface should you want to restain it or apply another product to it. Now, we know we've been experiencing a lot of difficulties with our hardwoods these days, and you need a product that can really get it too close to the best surface so that you could get that other product on. So we're going to show you and demonstrate to you how this product is ideal for situations like this.
First, if you have a deck, you're allowed to use a sprayer or a mop and just mop down the surface of the deck, or just spray it down the surface of the deck. But in that situation, I'm going to use a piece of cloth, and I'm just going to wipe my surface. And then now I'm going to apply the solution.
We must tell you, the solution requires you to apply, it's a powder solution. You apply 1 to 2 cups to a gallon of water. That can take you a long way, where you allow the product to sit on the surface, and you will eventually see the discoloration or the fading of your existing color being removed from the surface. As you could see, the surface is starting to foam, which means it's very porous and it's starting to work and bring to the surface and lift off of the surface the existing coating on your wood. Now that the surface has been saturated with the formula for 15 minutes, during that period of time we have to keep it moist and wet with the formula. We are ready now to wash it down with some clean water and see the outcome from the application. So I'll pass you over now to my assistant Kendall so that he can show you the difference.
At this point, I'm going to wash it down with the clean water. Wipe it down with a damp cloth. Wipe it down until all the substances of the wood completely, and allow to dry in the sun. Now that is our piece of green hat before and after the use of the clean.